Hi my loves, thanks so much for visiting my channel. I really hope that everything is well with you. This is going to be just a quick reading, very different reading, but definitely is coinciding with another reading that I already posted, where I was sort of going through the differences between the karmic life partners and the really just delusional, angry karmic partners that a lot of the divine counterparts, you know, will deal with on their journey. Okay, not all karmic people are bad. We've all been karmic at some point. Like I mentioned in that message, every divine feminine or masculine has been karmic at some point, and every karmic has an opportunity to be a divine masculine or feminine. It's all in our free will and what we choose to do in our journey. But please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You guys, I just kind of want to see how the real divine feminines are feeling right now about this whole twin flame situation, because what I kept hearing was, I gave him to you, sis, and you still didn't understand the assignment. A lot of the karmics right now, because there are so many tower moments that are happening, we have this, you know, age of Aquarius, and where you expect the unexpected, and all of these secrets are being exposed, and the karmic houses are falling down. You know, in order for true divine counterparts to come together, there are karmic situations that have to end. There are karmic relationships, there's karmic cycles, there are karmic marriages. People think that because they've been with someone for 20, 30 years or whatever, the empress, the wife, the mother of the children who has the family, that means that they are with their counterpart. And the divine is coming in now saying, you've been on borrowed time. You've been a space filler. But what's so funny is, I don't understand the rage and the attack right now from the karmic collective on specifically divine feminine, because a lot of the divine feminines don't even want these masculines or these distorted masculines. Which is why, again, it's sort of like, okay, I gave you the masculine, so karmic, why are you still upset? You still didn't understand the assignment, because it was not your assignment. Trip. I mean, everybody is in a rage. I mean, you can see in the collective right now how all of these, the spell work and the magic and the gang stalking. That's what I said in the last reading. All the karmics want to be divine feminines until it's time to be a divine feminine. The karmics are out here, many of them, causing a lot of the warfare, but they have no idea how to actually fight it. The divine feminines are the ones that's fighting on the front lines. The karmics, they're paying other karmics. That's what I noticed even in my comments. The karmics, they unite together. And at the end of the day, even if the divine feminine does not choose a lot of these masculines, the masculine is still going back to the divine feminine, because the truth is being exposed about the karmic. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know what happened, but I keep having all these dreams about all of this past stuff. There's a lot of situations that happened even last year with some of these karmic connections, where the divine masculine, a lot of the divine masculines were receiving heavy karma last year. And it really depends on where you are in your cycle, in your journey. But a lot of the masculines received some heavy karma last year, and they made certain decisions, and the feminines walked away. The karmics really thought that they had secured their spot. They thought their spot was secured. But see, now that the truth is coming out about the karmics thought that the divine had forgotten about them. The karmics thought that the karma was not coming for them. Now, the karmic collective is receiving karma. The masculines are realizing that they're with the fake, the phony, the counterfeit, and they don't want them. So now all of the attacks are on the divine feminine. It does not matter how much you attack the divine feminine. What a lot of the karmics still don't realize is that the masculine still is not going to want you. Like I said, sis, I gave him to you and you did not understand the assignment. It was not your assignment. It's crazy. Look, 4 of Pentacles. It's so funny. I see the Karmics definitely hopping in my comments. They're real bold right now. They're being real foolish right now. They're making a fool of themselves. They want to attack any divine feminine that they can because the truth is out. The truth is out. The truth is that a lot of twin flames are about to go into union. The truth is that a lot of masculines are starting to wake up and they're willing to take a leap of faith and leave these karmics alone. It doesn't matter if they've been together for 2 years or 20 years. If the divine comes in and says that your time is up with that person, your time is up. See, now that the veil has been removed, people are seeing the difference between traditional, conventional marriages and relationships versus actual spiritual unions. They're not the same. Your 3D marriage does not trump the divine bringing spiritual unions together. I don't care how much time you've invested in it. And it's funny because everybody wants to be a twin flame until they really encounter a twin flame situation. Hearts don't break evenly. Usually a twin flame situation is going to involve a third party situation. Somebody will be left behind. Somebody will get their heart broken. That's what's happening in the collective now, and everybody wants to be mad about it. It's a new wave of twin flames and soulmates. It's the birth of a new earth. The truth is out. People are choosing a new path. Karmic justice is being served to everybody. So let's see. Look at this, the Empress. Y'all, how long? I've been shuffling these cards for 7 minutes. Baby, all eyes is on the Empress right now. The divine feminine. All eyes. Divine feminines, a lot of them right now are fighting in this spiritual warfare that we're going through. But at the end of the day, all eyes are on divine feminine. The spell work, the lies and everything else that may have been working before, where a lot of these masculines, I mean, you guys have to note, if you notice, even the masculines are so upset that they can't get the feminine because they didn't understand the assignment either. They now are in cahoots with the karmics to attack the feminine. A lot of people don't realize it, but the distorted masculines are out here along with their karmic. They're all delusional and trying to attack divine feminine. All of them. All because divine feminine does not want anything to do with this mess. Divine feminine is just like, no, I'm setting boundaries. I don't want the BS or the drama. I've spiritually ascended. I've received my upgrade. Thanks for the explanation, but no thanks. Because a lot of the divine feminines, they have so much self-love along with new love coming into their lives. They're not concerned with these people. And what's so crazy is half of these karmic relationships, they can't survive without them talking about the divine feminine. Some of these people have been in these karmic situations for so long, and all they ever do is talk about the divine feminine. Now that the divine feminine has checked completely out and has left the building, they don't even have anything. What is the divine masculine and the karmic? What do they fuss about now? They both sitting up in a bed looking at each other stupid now. What do they fuss, fight, and argue about when divine feminine isn't there for them to talk about? Divine feminine is moving on to new love, new opportunities. So what do they have to talk about? It's like the relationship cannot survive without divine feminine being a topic of conversation. without divine feminine's energy being there. Now that the divine masculine cannot go back and sleep with divine feminine and play games with the divine feminine to take her energy back to the karmic, they both looking stupid, the masculine and his karmic. Because let's face it now, a lot of the masculines were literally taking ideas and everything else from the feminine, taking it back to their conventional partner, their karmic life partner. That's why so many of these karmics have been able to try to mimic and copy the divine feminine. It's not just because they were watching the divine feminine. Oh, no. That's not all. That's why I say you need to be careful with these so-called twin flames and masculines. These masculines, some of them have strategically learned the divine feminine simply so that they could take all of your energy and somehow try to take the blueprint back to the karmic. Only to find out now that the karmic still cannot be the divine feminine. Like, you cannot create a divine feminine. You just can't. So it's like now the pillow talking with the divine feminine that the masculine was doing at some point, he was taking everything back home to the karmic. And they still are stressed out, hating each other. Half of them probably don't even sleep together. Whole time divine feminine is over here minding her business. She knows all the secrets, the hidden knowledge, the information. She's got the wisdom, the clarity, her insight, her intuition. Everything is on point. She's living her best life. Seeking adventures in life. Whole time, these people, they're trying to hold on to her. It makes no sense to me how everybody is after divine feminine. Look, Knight of Wands. All of this fast-moving, erratic, irrational energy. The divine masculines now, they want to run towards the feminines. And a lot of them now, they want to run towards the divine feminine because they're finding out that a lot of these karmic babies that they have don't belong to them. Because again, right now, the karmics are receiving their karma. These karmics have been flying under the radar for a long time, and they really, really thought that the divine forgot about them. All of their mess in the past, having the kids by other people, and the lying, cheating, stealing, and everything else that they were doing, all in hopes to keep this masculine. All of it is coming to light now. Everything that they lied and said was, happening with the feminine. Feminine, obviously, you can look at the fruit that's falling off of her tree to see that, yeah, most of the masculines, they chose wrong. It's just funny to me, though, because so many of these angry, delusional karmics are pissed off. Why are you mad? Because the truth is coming out. But when they were lying, some of them for several years lying on the divine feminine, and the feminists had to deal with all of the drama and the chaos and the competition and everything else. Divine feminine was just, supposed to just take, and this is what I was saying in the reading earlier. Everybody wants to be a divine feminine until it's time to be a divine feminine. I don't get it. Six of Pentacles. Unequal give and take. A lot of these masculines, they could never fully give to divine feminine. They kept walking away from divine feminine, selling dreams. Lots of illusions while they entertain all of their different options. Now divine feminine does not really even care. Some of these divine masculines, what I'm noticing in the collective also is they have dealt with so many people while they were still very much spiritually connected to this divine feminine, that now there are multiple karmics that hate divine feminine. Divine feminine, with this spiritual attack that's happening right now, divine feminine is getting negative energy from every direction. Not only is divine feminine getting negative energy from the karmics dealing with the masculine, but divine feminine also has karmics as well. She's had karmics who also hate her, who also have other karmics who hate her, simply because this divine feminine has decided to really move on and be in their purpose. Now, this message will not resonate with everyone because everyone is not doing the work. This is for those who are really doing the work, the ones who are leaving behind everything that does not serve them. Friends, family, lovers, karmic, soulmate, twin flame, everybody. Now everybody's mad. But a lot of these divine feminines, it's even readers who are divine feminines, and you can tell they're true divine they've been going through hell. Some of us, myself included, for years, just attack after attack. And it's like the person that is supposedly the twin flame, who even wants them? I feel like a lot of people who have truly ascended, they can take or leave that twin flame. But now all of a sudden, all the hatred, all hell breaks loose. Everybody wants to get divine feminine. Why? Because look, divine feminine is leaving the past behind and going towards new love, going towards new emotional fulfillment. Divine feminine now has a business or other things in their life that brings them emotional fulfillment, where they're not the least bit concerned about any of these past lovers. Their twin flame who can't seem to get their life together included. It's crazy how it's just like in the collective, it's just gang up on divine feminine time. And what's the karmics, because now the truth is coming out, because they know that their days are limited at this point. They're so mad. I mean, what's done in the dark, it always comes to light. Everybody is under judgment right now. This age of Aquarius, everybody is being stripped down. Even the divine feminines, everybody is paying karma. Everybody. I don't know what has happened. I mean, this is the second full moon in Aquarius that we've had so far this year, and that energy is still lingering. There's so many secrets coming out. Stuff that nobody can hide or deny. Look, Four of Cups, the Death card, the Lovers. The karmic relationships have to end. These karmics cannot offer anything to these masculines anymore to force them to stay with them. But again, I cannot forget, still, there are a lot of these masculines who are still in very low vibrational energy that have now pretty much joined forces, joined the darkness, and are also attacking the divine feminines. Divine feminine has gone through so many attacks that divine feminine now does not want to offer from anybody. There will be no reconciling or rekindling, because who wants to do that with the person that you always have to look over your back with, look over your shoulder with? Divine feminines now feel like they can't even trust their so-called masculines. There's so much confusion that's happening in the collective right now that it's almost like most of the divine feminines that I've noticed, they're like, let me just start over. Let me just go ahead and get my soulmate. Because it's too much deception that has happened. Honestly, the divine masculines, a lot of them, because of their foolishness with these karmics, everything has gotten completely out of control now. They chose the wrong person. Now the karmic is mad. This is the same message that I've been saying for months now. The false twin flame, or the distorted masculine, and the karmic, they both hate divine feminine. Like, they literally have their karmic house with their karmic babies running around, and everybody is mad at the divine feminine. It's just a house full of people mad at divine feminine, and divine feminine is out here traveling, living her best life, listening to her music and tuning everybody out. Whole time, everybody got a hit out on divine feminine right now. It's crazy. It is completely crazy. Why? Because everything has been exposed. The moon card. All of them, the moon magic, the rituals and everything else has been causing all of this confusion. All of this mess is blowing up now. Divine Feminine has her peace of mind, truth, and clarity. I'm not saying that it's easy because there's still a lot of stuff going on. But the thing about it is the light has finally been shed on the things that are being done in the dark, or it's about to be. A lot of people are now seeing their true path. The masculines now are realizing that they took the wrong path. They got derailed somehow, being stupid, falling into temptation with these angry, delusional karmics. All of this confusion, there's no more confusion. The truth is out. It's coming out. These masculines now, they're seeing exactly who their divine counterpart is, and the karmics, they're upset because they have run out of things to do. You stole money. You slandered Divine Feminine's name. You probably run out of money paying practitioners. Nothing is working. The Divine Feminine is not dying. The Divine Feminine is not losing. Again, like I said, Divine Feminine gave the karmic the masculine. The karmic, you can't understand an assignment that was not meant for you. It just does not work that way. I keep on thinking about like the story of Cinderella. It's like the shoe just does not fit. It doesn't. No matter what you do, the shoe doesn't fit. The Hermit. I feel like some people have been for a long time watching Divine Feminine in Hermit mode, studying Divine Feminine, planning like some of these karmics and the masculines too. They've been planning their attack. They've been planning a way to somehow ambush Divine Feminine. Queen of Cups. Could be any sign. But I feel like that Queen of Cups really is like Divine Feminine energy. Very caring, kind, nurturing, intuitive. Taking care of herself. Looking forward to love. Is this focusing on love. Self-love. New love. Whole time, everybody's watching Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine here, this energy of the sun. Divine Feminine has liberated herself. She knows what integrity means. She knows what she wants as far as her morals and values. And therefore she knows now that she wants to wrap up a cycle of dealing with someone that no longer serves her. She's tired of the uphill battle, the drama, the fussing, fighting, and going back and forth with the masculine and the karmic. Again, it's like, sis, you got the guy, you got the masculine. Chill out. The Divine Feminine has handed this person over. And for a lot of them, don't want him back, and the karmic is still mad. How can you be mad at Divine Feminine? Because the shoe does not fit. This is just 4 wands. And the Justice card is here. After it's all over, said and done, with the 9 of wands here and the 3 of swords. After it's all over, said and done, after all of the juggling, the back and forth, the ups and downs. For some people, the 3 to 9 to possibly 10 years of going back and forth and the drama, some of these karmics are still being left behind. Some people, the masculines are moving out of households, they're going through divorces, and they now are finally making a final decision, and they know exactly who their person is. And a lot of them will still not be able to be with this feminine. Just because you recognize who your person is and you've had karma, that still does not mean that all of these people are going into union. Some of these feminines want nothing to do with these masculines anymore. I mean, for myself personally, the whole idea of sharing space with somebody that has been with a person that literally was sending out death rituals and wishing all of this hatred on someone, you know, it's kind of hard to see a person in the same light and trust them after that. You know, I feel like a lot of divine feminists, when it comes to these masculines who are finally waking up, are just kind of like, well, yeah, that's good, but, you know, how about next lifetime? Because a lot of the masculines, they're just now waking up. The wheel is just now turning. They're just now starting to wake up, but there's still plenty that they have to do to truly be a divine masculine. They're just now assessing and evaluating and realizing where they went wrong. They're still very far from actually being at a point where they can actually go into union. Some people have been waiting on these masculines for all this time. The masculine is just now getting to a point of being able to recognize divine feminine. So what are you supposed to do? Spend another decade waiting on them to heal and be ready to go into union? And waiting on the karmic to stop doing all of their mess? I mean, like right now, it really is just a big mess out here. But it's crazy how everyone wants to gang up on divine feminine. It makes no sense. But that lets you know that when you're truly chosen and divine, how hard people will work. Eight of Pentacles, how hard a person will work to somehow try to bring you down or to hurt you. None of it is going to work though. I mean, I feel like by now everybody should see that none of the mess that they're doing to the divine feminine collective as a whole is working. Divine feminine is entirely too strong. Strength of a lion, divine feminine is not here for it. Everything that is being sent divine feminine's way is being blocked, and everybody that is trying to hurt divine feminine can expect to be left out in the cold, to experience financial turmoil and so much more. Divine feminines are too strong. The ancestors and the guides and the spiritual upgrades that that all of like the divine feminine collective has been receiving lately, again, for the ones who are really doing the work, they're fully protected. Fully. It just Page of Wands. That's the Page of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands is here. It's so funny because it's almost like, again, to me, I look at it like the Page of Wands is obviously someone sort of trying things out, looking at a new path, planning to take action. But this Ace of Wands here, I feel that with divine feminine has a Midas touch. Divine feminine can do anything. It doesn't matter if divine feminine wants to have several different projects, one project, if they want to start a new relationship, a business, anything that they want to do is being granted. Because most of the divine feminists who have been doing the work, they are on the really, really good side of karma right now. This is karmic justice. I feel like for a lot of people who have been on this journey, what you've been waiting to see happen for as long as you've been waiting to see it, it's finally here. It's like this karmic justice and redemption for the divine feminists. A lot of divine feminists are still in the thick of it, but it is coming. And it's happening for a lot of people. Two of Swords. This stuck, stagnant energy is over. Look at here. Two of Swords and then the Eight of Wands. This being stuck confused and at a crossroads, that's coming to an end. A lot of people are finally being like freed from these karmic situations and connections and can go in whatever direction and do whatever they want to do. Anything else, Spirit? Y'all leave in the comments, like, are you experiencing this? Because I'm seeing it everywhere. King of Wands. This is a lot of these masculines who realize that they've missed the boat. They can sit there and be just as assertive and ambitious and eager to go after divine feminine as they want. A lot of them are blocked. Look at this King of Wands sitting there with his hand balled up. A lot of the divine feminines, ancestors and guides, they're not letting this person come towards you. All that mess they did with the karmic, and they honestly think that because there is a connection that they just get to come in and attack this divine feminine who has worked so hard to finally free herself from all of this mess and is still going through it. No, it doesn't work that way. I've been saying for months, there's a new wave of soulmates and twin flames coming out. Literally, so many of these twin flame connections, a lot of people are realizing that the person that they thought was their twin flame was honestly just a karmic soulmate or a false twin flame anyway. Let's just put that out there. A lot of people are coming to realize that it's really the end here. There's a lot of mental conflict, illusions, mental exhaustion, anger, deception, and everything else that you've gone through with someone thinking that it was your twin flame and it wasn't. That's honestly the truth. A lot of people now are going back to the drawing board with the Three of Pentacles here. And there will soon be an opportunity for you to honestly manifest the kind of person that you really want to be with. Or I feel like a lot of the divine feminines, they're just very, very close to getting to that. Look here, everything is fine. This Ten of Swords, everything that was done, all of the heartache, the pain, the third party situations and everything else, it's all good because divine feminine is now in this very just stress-free, self-sufficient, secure energy. And I know a lot of people say, well, no, I'm going through hell. But you're protected. A lot of divine feminines that I'm channeling now and picking up you've already won the war. As above, so below. As above, you've already won the war. You will eventually see here that you're good to go. Wow. Six of Wands. Victory. Success. Divine feminine can at any time be her own knight if she needs to be. Rewards. Success. Victory. Recognition. The Six of Wands comes after the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of conflict, competition, battle. Divine feminine made it out the fire. Divine feminine is not competing with anyone. Yet everyone has conflict with divine feminine. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, and then here's the Ace of Pentacles. Everything divine feminine that you've been holding on to, that you've been trying to guard and protect, all of the days, months, years, or however long that you've been keeping to yourself, that you have not allowed yourself to take part in the drama, the mess, that you've been pure, or whatever conscious decision you made with yourself, part of your journey, you're about to be rewarded for it. Tenfold, 100-fold. I send that out to each and every last one of you. I've been saying, divine feminine is going to reign supreme as she should. Do not be distracted by this mess that's happening. Yeah, look at this. Five of Swords, you slay or be slayed. And most of the divine feminines have slayed this entire warfare. Is there anything else? it's just funny to me. I mean, it's crazy how so many people, like I said, are out to attack divine feminine. It's whenever you choose yourself, all hell breaks loose. Shoe does not fit. The Karmics can't seem to understand it. It's like Cinderella's stepsisters. No matter what, even though they had the money and everything else, and for whatever, Cinderella had to have a slower start because she chose to not sell her soul and be a demon. She was still chosen. It says here, your commitment is being tested. A new romantic cycle begins, and bring love into this situation. What is this? New moon in Aquarius. Well, we just had a full moon in Aquarius. A new romantic cycle begins. What have I been telling y'all? Between the Lionsgate portal and about Libra season, new moon in Libra, brand new twin flames and soulmate contracts are being formed. They're being written right now. Some of your like I'm literally seeing some of you, your twin flame contract is being thrown in the pit of a fire right now. It's over. It's done. It's over. Nobody. Some of these unions, they're not coming together in this lifetime. Some of these divine masculine, distorted masculine, they went too far. They went entirely too far. I should do a reading on them because honestly, a lot of them, they met their match with the karmic. Yeah. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon and eclipse. And then luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. I told you. Libra, Scorpio season, Sagittarius. The rest of this year, look, believe in the impossible. And then here, communication is key. New moon in Gemini. You see the twins there. These twins, they'll be trying to communicate, but a lot of you have a brand new person coming into your life. You don't have to take them. Everybody's at a different place in their journey. If you want to stay with the same person, then that's fine, because not everyone has experienced these things. But for the people that's going through it, just hang on. Just hang on tight, divine feminine. Because a lot of things are shifting and changing. Some people are going to be blown away as they find out some of these deep, deep secrets that are coming out about these karmics. But like I was saying, the point I was making, a lot of these masculines, they will forever be stuck with this karmic person because of how they betrayed the feminine to be with that person. When the masculine was coming to you and you were freely giving them your healing energy, they was taking that energy back to the karmic. They didn't have the balls to actually come to you and start a connection with you. So instead, they decided to take your energy, and they were hoping that they could somehow make the karmic be you. That's what a lot of the masculines did. And they kept feeding the karmic power to now the karmics have completely just taking control over them. A lot of these masculines, you guys, and I saw a vision of this, a lot of them, they were coming to you and you were teaching them things about spirituality, because let's face it, you were trying to encourage them. You thought this was your person, and maybe it was your person. Just because a person, cannot meet you on your journey, it doesn't mean that they're still not your person. But you were teaching them things about spirituality. You were doing everything to try to help them heal, hoping that it would come together. You know what they were doing? They were taking everything that you were telling them and teaching them. They were sharing your favorite tarot readings with the karmic. You taught them how to light a candle to give thanks to their ancestor. They was taking every bit of information that you told them, and they was taking it back to the karmic. But see, the karmic was dark, evil, and bad the whole time. So every bit of information that your twin most likely was taking from you and taking back to the karmic was switching it, being dark and demonic. I'm telling y'all, it's a bunch of mess going on out here. just a bunch of craziness. But hold on, Divine Feminine. And to the Karmics, it's a different set of, it's different types of Karmics. I just posted about that in a recent video. You have your karmic life partners, the one who, you know, they were not to be, I don't mean to say this in like a derogatory way at all or anything, or it to be offensive, but they were space fillers. That's the person that some of these masculines were with for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, who they learned lessons with, and it prepared them for their actual twin flame union. That's the karmic life partners, and I try to differentiate the karmic life partners, and then you have just the karmics, just the old angry delusional karmics who really think that through time and manipulation and magic that they can somehow become the divine feminine. They can become a divine feminine, but you will not replace anybody's divine feminine. They didn't understand the assignment. The assignment was for them to learn how to become a divine feminine, not to try to become the divine feminine that their person is supposed to be with. They didn't understand that part. They wanted to take a shortcut. Like everybody wants to be a divine feminine until it's time to do divine feminine work. So that's the reading that I have, you guys. I just wanted to do a quick little reading because I don't know, it's just you can feel the shift in the energy. Although there's a lot happening in the collective, Divine Feminine has so many great things to look forward to, and it's almost like you need to hide it. You should hide it, because the karmics, like, they're still attacking. You know, they are, but like I've said plenty of, the ancestors, the guys, the universe, God is steady building a case on them. Like, they're steady digging a bigger grave for themselves. It started out at 6 feet. It's damn near 60 feet now, and they still won't stop. So it is what it is. It's just, all I kept hearing though was like, I gave you the guy, and they didn't understand the assignment. They just didn't. But the karmics, the angry delusional ones, they really messed up when they decided to make Divine Feminine their assignment. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you thought about the reading. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating with you. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Any information for bookings or donations can be found in the description box. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye.